Welcome. So I decided to design my RC plane, and this is what I came up with. Note, this isn't quite how it started. Here are some clips of my earlier attempts. As you can see, I've decided on the Darwinian approach for aircraft design, and back to the other one. Here's a closer look at the aircraft. In the front is a little battery compartment and some wires. At the back is the flight computer, and the ESC is to the left, a little bit hard to see, but it's snugly cable tied to the side. The green parts are printed out of PETG, and the red is ABS to reduce weight. These are little TPU wheels I made. They work surprisingly well. And here you can see it with the battery. Wires easy access with the front hatch. The back hatch is more for maintenance. They just kind of clip on. Have a little screw to tighten them down. And at the bottom you can see the FPV camera mount area and the VTX. For cooling reasons, that is why it is on the outside. So this is the design in Fusion, the final one. This is just an assembly. Each major part was designed separately, the wing, the tail, the gear. Then I got two versions of the body, one with the FPV camera mount. A few things of note. We go to the wing, it'll be easier to see. Yeah, so this central spar piece is also printed out of PETG. And then there's also a smaller one, each one of these tips. And then this is also a small PETG spar that goes through. I'm not actually sure how much that helped. I did actually try flipping this plane a long time ago and I snapped the wings in half. So that's when that was added. But it's held up fairly well so far. I haven't had any major issues. There's also an internal channel, that's what this is for the wiring, for the servos. It comes from the tail and aileron. And then the gear are also just has little areas where little bearings fit in. Then the TPU just pop on over them and are secured with a washer. The body is a bit more interesting. There's quite a bit of little bits and pieces. We've got the two hatches we can open. Actually, let's keep the body front for now. So here you can see a bunch of ridges. This is to allow for different sizes of batteries with this little holder. It's got a little pass-through for the battery cable. This round piece here is also printed out of PETG and secures the front to the back together with this strip at the bottom, which kind of morphs into most of my mounting hardware for the camera, as well as for the flight computer. We can get rid of two body pieces, and you can see it. It also helps prevent the wheel from tearing out the body on hard landings. I have had that happen quite a few times before I had this. So it goes through the landing gear material, then through the body material, and then finally back into the PETG strip here at the top. That's what these little holes are for. I think that's all the major important bits. It's got an A-tail, very much inspired by a specific plane. I'm gonna name it. But yes, I'm pretty happy with the design. There's also a little hole for the ESC cables to go to the motor. Motor mounts there. It is somewhat easily assemblable. Easy to assemble if you have a very long screwdriver, which I have. It doesn't use any glue, which was one of my major goals. All these little holes are for securing it with 3mm screws, which seems to work fine for now. And to finish off the video, here's some clips of my first ever FPV flight making use of this plane. Thank you for watching and enjoy the flight.